We've probably all heard of the classic Jules Verne work of Around the World in 80 Days. However, I'm willing to bet that you've not experienced it like this. 80 Days is a wonderful choose-your-own-adventure style game that uses Verne's text as a basis, but takes you on adventures all around the globe. 80 Days is a game about adventures. Fogg and Passepartout start off in London, where Fogg has made a wager so he can get around the world in 80 days, so the race is on. The player takes on the character of Passepartout, Fogg's assistant on this grand outing of a global scale. We start the game in London in 1872 and soon we're off to Paris. From there, the game opens up and you can go all over the world, ultimately trying to get back to where you started in London. There's over 200 cities full of stories, side quests and interesting characters to meet. The objective of the game is simple: get around the world in 80 days, on time and within your budget. There's some interesting and unique game mechanics in 80 days, such as bringing in the right amount of luggage, managing the relationships with your master and trading. A vintage bottle of wine from Paris can fetch a huge sum of money in another city. Jewellery and scents can be used to butter up other characters you meet in the game to reveal pieces of information. Managing Fogg's mood plays a part, and how and when you can travel also plays a big part in this too. Travel aboard the luxurious Orient Express in a comfortable cabin and Fogg will likely be pleased. However, travel on a rickety old car and he's likely to be less so. During my playthrough, I didn't pay attention to the time when I was wandering the city late at night, leaving Fogg and myself without a hotel. My master was not best pleased. Managing the money comes into play also, as you start out with approximately £3,000, but as you travel and stay in hotels you can choose various means to get to other cities. This fund is going to quickly deplete. Managing the money, luggage, time and Fogg's mood all add up to a unique and engrossing game that captured my imagination. The core of the game is reading, experiencing and enjoying the text of Jules Verne's masterpiece, beautifully adapted by Inkle Studios, John Ingold and Joe Humphrey, who also created Heaven's Vault, together with lead writer Meg Jayanth. As well as reading the text, the player is asked throughout to make decisions and navigate through conversations, much like a choose-your-own-adventure book. With these choices, you can choose to be ruthless, reckless, careful or romantic. The amount of player choice here is vast, which allows you to really roleplay in the game if you choose to. I really enjoyed the sense of wonder with 80 Days and it surprised me. There are many ways to get around the world, all the variables and the characters to meet mean the game will be different each time you play through. Some characters and storylines open up only on the third or fourth playthrough, like the side quest with the jewel thief. For those who are put off by the text-heavy nature of the game, it may not be for you. This game is much like an interactive novel, and the book comes to life and allows you to navigate your way through the literature. The cities too can feel a little bit bland and similar, without that immersive feel that would really bring the game up a notch. Overall though, I enjoyed 80 Days and would recommend it. It's not like any other game I've played before, and not normally the type of game I would play, but I was pleasantly surprised by the game, and if you're a fan of Jules Verne's work, then it's definitely the game for you. The variety in the game offers up high replayability factor, and the adventures with Fogg and Passepartout make this game a memorable one. So the game was developed by Inkle Studios, it's available on Nintendo Switch, PC, Mac, iOS and Android. So the game was released on October the 1st, 2019 on Switch, but it's also available on PC and Mac and mobile devices too. And I gave the game a final score of 82 out of 100. So what did you think of 80 Days? Let me know and send me an email on podcast@thisweekinvideogames.com or tweet me at TWIVG Podcast on Twitter.